Hey guys, it's Dana, and today I wanted to talk about 4 screen adaptations that made me want to read the books. So first of all, I have to mention Game of Thrones. I first heard about Game of Thrones when the series was coming out. Somehow, when I was younger, I completely missed the series, had never heard of it before, and there was all this buzz about the TV series and how they would adapt it, and anytime they take a much loved book and turn it into a TV series or a film, there's a lot of concerns. So that's when I first heard about the book, and I watched the entire first season, and I wasn't sure if I could because people were saying that it was so complicated and there are a lot of characters and you might be lost, but I watched the entire first season, absolutely loved it, and decided I was going to read all the books and catch up to the most current book. I'm going to give you a super brief plot summary in case you've never heard of the books or read them. It's set in a fictional land called Westeros, and there are 7 kingdoms, and the most powerful families in these kingdoms are battling for power. That is a very simple summary. So there's politics, there's family dynamics, there's power struggles, there's sex, love, violence, plenty of violence, and it's super awesome. So watching the TV series made me want to read the books, which I did. I'm all caught up now. I loved 1, 2, and 3. I would say that 3 is probably my favorite. I think 4 and 5 were a little bit slower, but still good. Next up, I want to talk about a TV series called Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries. It's set in the 1920s in Melbourne, Australia, and it's about a woman named Bryony Fisher. She is awesome. She is just sassy, she speaks her mind, she's smart, she doesn't put up with any crap. And this is in a time when women still don't have a ton of rights, and people are still coming around to the idea that women can do things too. So she starts her own detective business, and the series follows her as she works with the local police to solve various mysteries, often murders and other things. The series is so good. She is so witty, so sharp. I love sharp dialogue. Absolutely love it. And she has a really good rapport with one of the main characters, who's the captain of the police force, and just their banter is like excellent. I could just listen to them banter back and forth all day. I love her 1920s style. There's a lot of fabulous evening gowns, drop waist dresses, her loungewear amazing, her pants are tailored to perfection. I'm just really into the costumes, and she's got this gorgeous bob haircut, and it's just so sharp and fits perfectly for her character. As I was looking it up, I found that there is a series of books about Miss Bryony Fisher. So I haven't read any of them yet, but I really want to because I'm all caught up on the current season, so I just need more of her. I hope they continue doing seasons of this show because it's so good. The third one that I have to mention is, you can probably guess it, Outlander. So I've done a whole video on Outlander, so I will try not to talk too much about it here. It's about a woman named Claire who is a nurse in World War II, and after the war ends, she and her husband go to Scotland in order to reconnect. They've been apart basically the entire length of the war, and they want to reconnect. And in Scotland, she sort of stumbles onto some magical stones and falls through time. I devoured that book, and it's great. And now I have the second book waiting for me to read at some point, but the book is really good, the series is really good. Check out my video because I talk a lot more about both in that video. Last but not least, I want to talk about the Forsyte Saga. My friend Casey Marie, who has two wonderful blogs actually. One is more personal, and the other one is about books, so I will pop links to both of those below. And she is always recommending really great period pieces to me, and I eventually get around to her recommendations, and this is one of those that she told me about probably like a year ago or more. It follows the lives of the Forsyte family over several generations. Basically, it's their family history. We get to see how the relationships between different family members evolve and change over time. Different people fall in love, get married, die, and it's really interesting. I was reading the reviews on Amazon. I from what I gather, there was a previous, an older adaptation from the 1960s that there are die-hard fans of that adaptation, and they did not like the new adaptation as much. But I have not seen that older adaptation, and I thought the new one was pretty good. It drew me in, and I wanted to know what was going to happen to this family. If you like period pieces, if you like the idea of focusing in on one family, following their lives and the drama that unfolds, I think you would really like this series. And now I also want to read the books because I finished the series and I want to see how the books compare to the series. So I will hopefully get around to that at some point. That is everything I wanted to talk about. Those are 4 film TV adaptations that made me want to read the books. In 2 of those cases I have read the books, and in the other 2 I want to, and they're on my TBR. So if you have any books, TV series, films that fall into this category and you want to tell me about them, please let me know. Or if you've watched any of these series or read any of these books and you want to talk about them, please leave me a comment below. If you want to talk to me elsewhere, I'm on Goodreads, Twitter, Instagram. I'll leave my links below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.